All about brand new Porsche.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. I wanted to bring this video series back for such a long time, and today it's finally the day to upload this video about a topic that is relevant for both freelance and UI UX designers and for all the other designers out there as well. So one of the questions that I got asked for most of the times is if designers should code, if designers should also learn programming languages, and if designers should really use these skills inside any projects. I think there is a yes and a no. There are two sides, and of course you really have to decide what you want in your project and what the goals are, if any programming languages are really needed, or if this is like something which could enhance your profile, if something that could enhance your CV for maybe future positions, but right now you don't need it. So on the one side I said, yes, you should learn programming languages, designers should code. Now I said that because there are times in probably the life of every designer who is working together with developers and who is trying to understand how they feel, what they think and so on, where you really need to get some basic knowledge about programming. For me that meant that I have to learn HTML and CSS back then when I was designing websites, and I also made the front end somehow with these HTML, CSS hacks. I wouldn't describe myself as a web designer because I'm not that good at programming or at coding. So that was really necessary for me to know how to do HTML and how to do CSS. But there are other programming languages that were necessary for me in my life, because programming on the web and in apps isn't only about the front end, which you are seeing, like using HTML, CSS and maybe JavaScript, but it's also about knowing some basic things, some basic information and having some basic skills in the end about other programming languages like PHP, Ruby on Rails and so on. So there are many programming languages which are really important. I didn't need to learn all of them. All I needed to learn actually was just a skill to understand what a developer is writing down in like a certain part of his code. For example, you want to develop a certain feature, then you need to know how developers think and how they will in the end transition your design into a final product, into the final code. That will really help you to like design in a way that is enabling your developer to make a great product in the end. That doesn't mean that you have to be perfect in any of these programming languages, and that doesn't mean that you have to know all of them or even one of them. It just means you need to get the basics, which are the same in any programming languages, and to understand the code of your developer. You need to understand the code. You don't have to find any bugs inside the code or stuff like that, but you just have to get an overview of the code, and you should be able to understand what the developer did in this very basic code snippet, in this code part, to like get a feeling of what he did there. Maybe he inserted content from a different website, or he just built a function and you have to really understand what he was doing there. On the other side, I said no, designers shouldn't code. I said that because designers shouldn't code. Their main task is to design, and they should be the best at it. They don't need to code because they shouldn't be the best at being a coder or being a programmer, developer in the end. They should be the best at designing websites and apps. That's it. They should really focus on their skill, which is being a designer, understanding humans in the end, which are our users, and getting all these different things together, which is the human aspect, the business aspect, and the developers and any other stakeholders who are influencing the project. Being a designer usually means you don't have to code, and that's good because you should focus on your skill, which is design. Focus on the skill, get better at it, be the perfect designer at your company, maybe even at your city, so that you get the jobs that you want, so that you get better at your special skill, which is designing. And that also means, and if we turn it around, that developers shouldn't really be a designer on the other side. Developers should understand us as designers. They should understand some basic things like consistency or what other principles are out there, but they shouldn't be able to create a whole website in Sketch, in Photoshop or whatever. They should focus on their code. They should be the best at being a developer, and they should simply give us the design part of the job, of the project, so we can like create a best design, work great in a great iterative process with them, and they should be the best developer at their company, at their like region, to transform our design in a great product, as I mentioned before. So that's what I think is the important aspect. Be the best one in your special area. Focus a little bit on what's around you. I think as a designer, it's not just the question, should you code, but also should you be a product manager, or should you have some understanding for business goals and so on. There are many other aspects which influence us as designers, and in the end, what we are as designers is a simple human being who understands the needs, the problems of other humans, and is able to create a solution in a creative way to solve their problem and to just make them feel good, create products that feel good, that create a perfect experience for the customer. And that is all we should do. We should focus on the design. We should know some things on the right and left side of our job, but in the end it comes down that we as designers, we have to build the best design possible for the problem of our users. I hope this video could really help you. A lot of content, a lot of thoughts right there. If you have any feedback regarding that, if you have a different opinion, or if you just want to say thanks for the video, go down in the comment section and let me know what you think about it. I mean, I know that there are so many articles on Medium and everywhere which are describing if designers should code or not. But I get this question so often that I just wanted to reach out to you guys to tell this to you. And as I said, I wanted to bring back this video series in which I'm sitting in front of my camera and in which I'm just talking to you guys, because I think it's not just helpful for me to just be in front of you, to be like visible to you guys, but also to help you to answer your questions and to also solve your problems in the end. Thanks guys for watching. We see us in the next one. I hope you're having a quite great time. I'm currently writing my bachelor thesis. I'm busy with that. So yeah, thanks. That was just a small update what I'm currently doing. There will be so much more great videos very soon, and I really want to thank you for being part of this channel, for like supporting me with your thumbs up, with your likes, and with all the great comments and the great feedback that you're posting. So yeah, I hope you liked that I bring this video series back on the channel. I hope you really enjoyed that, and I just want to say thanks. Bye! This video was sponsored by Dev Mountain. If any of you are interested in learning UX design, Dev Mountain is a 12-week design bootcamp intended to get you a full-time job in the industry. You can learn more about this at devmountain.com or by clicking the link in the video description. Thanks for watching the video, and we see us in the next one. Bye!